In progress.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Norfolk County Commissioners meeting of October 25th, 2023. I'm going to start it off by noting the executive order on remote participation from Governor Healy on Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Governor Healy signed into law Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, an act making appropriations for fiscal year 2023, which includes a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through March 31st, 2025. Votes may be taken on any of the content listed in the notice from the County Commissioners. At this time, we can stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Commissioner Stady.
I am present, sir.
Chairman Joseph Shea is out of town on county business with the retirement board. He hopes to join us remotely at some time during the meeting, but I will be chairing the meeting for today. He'll be back next week. At this time, I'll take a motion to go into executive session. And the content is executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body and the chair so declares.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move that motion as read for the reasons as outlined. That's my motion.
I'll second the motion, and as I'm the acting chair, I'll so declare that we shall go into executive session.
We need a vote.
Oh, we need a, sorry, roll call vote. Roll call vote.
Yes, I do vote yes.
Okay, and I vote yes also to go into executive session. So we'll see you guys in just a little while. Have to be quick.
Ready? Thank you.
Okay,
just making sure.
Great. We're back in session. So we're going to table item 4 because Joe Shea is not here. We'll take it up next week when he'll be back, as he was present for that last meeting.
Right.
And here we are with item 5, report of Carl Miner. And Dana is also here to tell us how the golf course is going. So Carl, it's your show.
Okay, thank you. It is our pleasure to provide you with an update on the 2023 golf season and plans for 2024. Dana's going to discuss item 1, rounds played, and item 2, pro shop revenue to date.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. It has been well known. It's been a rainy year, but luckily at President's, we've had a force field around the rain. We've got a lot of those days. We've got half days in. It's better than nothing. Our outings and tournaments, a couple of those were close to being rained out, a few, but the show must go on. They did go out there, doing a little revenue saving. Also, I think people were actually just frustrated. Some of them just went out and played anyway. I'll play 9 holes, just get me out there. And I do want to mention another reason why I think the rounds are somehow going to be over last year is that we have a great product. And that's Carl and George and the grounds crew. There isn't a day that goes by that people don't comment on the golf course. And of course, we provide good customer service as well. But it really should be mentioned. There isn't a day that goes by. George was just behind the counter with us for 10 minutes going over some tee sheet stuff, and 3 people would come in and said, wow, the course is in great shape. That was nice to hear.
Don't forget, Dana, that everyone who contacts the county commissioners say that they all love you. So you're part of it too.
Oh, no, yeah, no, we're definitely in the service end. We're still doing what we can, and we do a lot of extra work with the tee sheet stuff that we can. But I would call that the main reasons why we're still over last year. And you can see the trend there that we have. And the revenue is already at 677. I looked this morning, and this will certainly get some of it back this week. We're sold out tomorrow and Friday, and we have 2 events Saturday and Sunday there. So, but that's really what it is. The calendar year is even in line with that. I forget the name of that. Atkinson. What was the name of the auditors? What's the name of those auditing firm?
Abraham.
Abramson.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Atkinson, Abramson.
All right.
That kind of guideline that they were giving us at the 34,000. If we do get just a normal year next spring, I think we'll get close to 35,000 rounds.
Great.
So for the fiscal year.
Yeah. Yep.
So again, in good shape. Couple of pilot programs that worked. We've had an inordinate number of people sneaking on the golf course, like a crazy amount. I don't think it did pay for itself anyway. Putting an extra starter in the 10th tee during twilight hours. Even some social media digging that some of our younger staff members found out there was a little group chat about sneaking on.
Oh, geez.
I don't know how they figure all that out, but they do. So little starter stuff. Carl and I were talking about it. A little extra loop rangering and catching people sneaking on all the time.
Really?
Oh, it's been an inordinate number,
Wow.
crazy number. And so it was a little pilot program we did. So I think it achieved its goal. No, other than that, I'll hand it over to you back to you guys.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Chairman, what are the consequences of sneaking on? How does that work? What are the ramifications?
They're generally ages 12 to 17.
Oh, so you're just scaring them and saying,
I
not having it.
tell them that they're stealing when I do it. I said it's no different than walking into Home Depot and stealing a drill and walking out. And
uh-huh,
I said, you guys laugh and giggle when you sneak on, but I don't think you understand that you're actually stealing.
Yeah.
And we point to a paying customer and say, see that guy right there, he paid $77. We also tell the juniors that are stealing on, we still one of the cheapest junior green fees you have of $20.
mhm.
It was just that was a little pilot program we did, but it's something, just to mention, it's been crazy, so, again, I'll pass it back to y'all.
Thank you, Dana. Item 3, the 2023 capital project has been completed. A new car path from second tee to third tee, and bunker renovations on the 10th hole and drainage on the 11th tee. You'll see pictures of those later. Capital projects for FY24 are the field upgrade, a cedar fence repair, and of course renovation project. The fuel tank upgrade is nearly completed. Actually, the dual product dispensers have been delivered and installed, but we have a wiring problem going from the building to the pumps. So we've been given an add-on for that project well underneath budget. The cedar fence repair is going out to bid. We should have that in November. And the golf course architect has plans for a new cart path on the hill at the 15th hole. Item number 4, update on the restroom. We are waiting for the final proposal from the architect Steve Habib for the building. It should go out to bid the beginning of January. There's a 16-week lead time for the building. In the meantime, all the connections, water, sewer, and electricity can be done. Item 5, Bill has some pictures we have taken.
You could begin scrolling, Bill.
That's the cart path going from 2 to 3. New cart path.
Next slide, Bill.
Yes, please. From the 15th tee down to the third tee. And that's coming from the second tee to the third tee.
So that's stone, not asphalt?
No, it is asphalt.
Okay.
And again. Next slide. Number 10, bunker renovations and drainage on the 11th tee. That's from the tee looking down at the green.
Carl, when were these pitches taken?
About a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Those fairways.
Next one, please. That's a close-up of a renovation, bunker renovation,
Looks good. I like that. Look at that.
all newly sodded.
Hmm.
It's already open for play. It's been open for about a week now. Next slide, please. Another picture of the bunkers.
What hole is that?
That's the 10th hole. It's a par 3 going
I'll
downhill.
probably spend a lot of time next summer on that hole.
Great. Next slide. That's the drainage on the 11th tee.
Okay.
And next slide, please. That's the fuel tank. They're working on it right now.
What are they doing about that?
That's the top of the tank. They resealed that. Next one, please. and pretty much the same picture,
Okay,
top of the tank. This is, there you go.
there you go.
This is a view of the playground and all the benches and tables, that were installed.
Beautiful.
Pretty good picture.
So much better, huh?
Next slide, please. A couple enjoying the bench.
Yep. Yeah.
And last one, someone, having fun on the playground.
Good.
That's it.
Couldn't do that before. Good.
Last item is, a letter from the view operator, Bill Frazier. Do you want me to read that to you?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Did you want to get into number 6 or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Item 6, plans for FY 24 and beyond. Dana and I will be making recommendations for rate increases in the near future. We have the comparisons from area courses, and we'll reach out to area courses to see if they are planning rate hikes. We're looking at doing tree work, including taking out a tree for the installation of the bathroom on 15. Dana would like to have employee uniforms and plans to spruce up the pro shop. You want to talk about the uniforms a little bit?
I do. It's something that was on the shelf before COVID, and then because COVID kind of went every way around, it's going back to that incident, John, the hat thing.
Yep.
Just would alleviate someone wearing a political statement T-shirt or something into work or something like that, where they really don't. But I just think it's more of a better look to have a uniform on the employee. We've never actually had them, I guess. And I just think it's a minor thing. I think little things like that go a long way to show professionalism and things like that. I just think it's a small thing. I think we could get it done, and kind of, in case, with the things coming up, elections and stuff, people not wearing.
So we talking like a hat? Or, no, I'm not sorry, a polo shirt?
Yeah.
All employees would get that as part of
Yes.
their
Mhm.
company gear, if you say?
Yes.
And would they have a hat to have wear or not wear?
Hats are always optional.
Optional,
It's
yeah.
more of a hat. A shirt. I think they can wear the pants that they want to wear, but the shirt behind the counter, it shows up, President's Golf
Yeah.
Course. And then, maybe for the fall, for certain employees, get them a pullover or something.
We
Especially if
provide
they're
that for the
outside.
employees, or they pay for itself? How's that work?
Normally that is provided for an
Yeah.
employee.
Right.
I think,
Yeah.
if that's the way we could go, I would.
I think we have money in the budget for that, yes.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
don't want
good.
to do that.
Good.
Okay, thank you. Item 7, the letter from the view operator, Bill Frazier.
Can I ask you a quick question
Yes.
about the rates before you move on?
Yes.
Carl, when will you and Dana have your proposal ready for the rates for the commissioners to look at?
I would say, November. Sound good?
We can do some
Poke
legwork,
around.
check
Yep.
some other golf pros that are similar courses to ours. And
The only direction I'd give is that we receive it before the end of the calendar year, so that as we prepare our FY 25 budget process, those numbers are voted upon, and we can wire them into your budget for next year.
Okay. We'll do.
You'll be effectively making those rates available in for FY 24, right? But
Correct.
it will impact FY 25.
Yes.
Thanks.
Great. Okay. All right. To whom it may concern, the View Restaurant and Tavern had a great season for 2023. In order to continue to improve the look and feel of the restaurant, we purchased new black chairs and tables for the outdoor seating patio, creating a cleaner and more sleek design. We had a successful year with golf tournaments that provided food before, during, and after tournaments. The function space was busy with social events, anniversary dinners, birthday brunches, and most recently, the Massachusetts Latino Police Association to celebrate the new inductees. Looking forward to the 2024 golf season. We are excited to purchase new chairs and tables for inside the restaurant to help improve the look and feel of the restaurant. Best regards, Bill Frazier.
They've done a good job.
Yes.
Good.
Sure, Richard, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Mr. Chairman, quick question for you. You mentioned the restroom renovation, Carl, on number 4. where it says update. And then you mentioned that the bathroom, on, what was it, bathroom on 15.
Yep.
Are they one and the same? Or are we talking about two different
Yes,
things?
yep, yep.
Oh, so
I'm sorry,
that's,
yes,
that's one and the
yeah.
same. Okay.
It's one.
So we're planning the bathroom on 15.
Yes,
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's all ARPA funds, Commissioner.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't know if there were something else going on in the existing bathroom. And then you
no,
were putting the
there is no
bathroom in.
bathroom there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine, great. Great job. Thank you for that report. Really well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done.
All right, Carl. Thank you, Dan.
Looks like
You're all
things are
set.
doing very
Okay,
well
great.
there.
Thank you.
Look forward to get the info and as Mr. Cronin has said, and keep it going, all right? Keep the good work up. Come, take care, man. Great to see you. Always good to see you.
Take care, Dan.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Good to see you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, everyone, we're on to item 6, public comment. Those who wish to make public comments, we kindly direct you to keep your comments to 3 minutes. Do we have anyone that wishes to make a public comment today? Okay, Director Cronin, has anyone expressed an interest in making a public comment today?
We have received 2 notices, one relative to, an upcoming cultural festival in Brookline. November 4th, it's the Korean Cultural Festival. It's a 2-part event, It'll be held at the Korean Church of Boston at 32 Harvard Street from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on November 4th. We encourage folks in the county to make use of that. I have an announcement relative to Medicare open enrollment that I'll bring in under the county director's update. Thank you.
Okay, terrific. Okay, hearing nothing else under public comment, we're moving on to item 7, old business. Do we have any old business?
No, sir.
Okay, number 8, personnel matters for consideration. Commissioner Stady.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, I'll move the following. Of the Norfolk County Agricultural High School. The first one is the notice of contingent employment for Roberta Crognali of Walpole as a substitute teacher for the rate stated effective 10/28/23, 10/26/23. So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Actually, the next 2 are for the same thing,
Okay,
for a substitute teacher. So notice of contingent employment for Christine Valleco of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and also Alicia Hardelman of Mansfield, Mass. And again, those would be for substitute teachers at the rate stated effective date for them as well as 10/26/23. So moved.
I'll second your motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous for all 3.
We have 4 resignations. So these are all, I'll move notice of resignation for the following individuals. And if possible, I think they're all on the same date. They are. Jocelyn Gabarielt of Holliston, Mass. as a long-term substitute teacher. David Tunn of Norfolk as a substitute teacher. Barry Hansen of Westwood as a substitute teacher. And Mary T. Patey of Belmont, Mass. as a substitute teacher. Those individuals for the rate stated and are all effective date of 10/19/23. So moved.
And I'll second the motion, but it was David Turi, Turi. It looks like an N, but it's
Thank
Turi.
you.
So I'll second your motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous.
Right.
Okay, the next.
This is under information technology. Move for appointment of notice of contingent employment of Richard Kennedy of Rentham, Mass. as temporary employee at the rate stated effective 10/25/23. And also move the notice of contingent employment of Gary Lubin of Boynton Beach, Florida as temporary employee for the rate stated 10/25/23. So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, unanimous.
And then we have one more. Norfolk County just moved the leave of absence notification for an employee effective 10/18/23 through 1/1/24. So moved.
Second, all in favor say aye.
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 Commissioner Collins, just a note for those listening, there was a Scrivener error on that item that Commissioner Stady just read. It should read January 1st, 2024, as Commissioner Stady indicated. The posted agenda had 2023. Thank you.
Okay, as amended. Okay. So you made the motion, I made the second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, unanimous. Okay, next, item 9, payroll and expense warrants for approval. Commissioner Stady.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, through you, I move approval of 2 items for the warrant list of 10/25/23. The first is 24-16 payroll to county. The amount is $154,483.56. So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
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 And the other item is 10-424, the expense of the county. I'll move the amount of $66,800.12. So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous.
That
Both are
concludes that.
unanimous.
Right.
Okay, item 10, report on American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 with Director Cronin.
Thank you, Commissioner Collins. Very briefly, two items, a tad redundant. I'm trying to keep you updated. The county, as you probably know, is winding down its third year of activity on this grant. As we approach 2024, we'll be sending out notice to various communities about the plan for closure of the award period, of the grant award period. This past week, we had meetings both with Dedham, which I think I reported on last week, and then yesterday I had a conversation with Town of Canton, who wanted to understand the grant contract language and what the intent of the June 30th shutdown date is. Again, to reiterate, all contracts for communities end June 30th, 2024, and that was intentional. It's designed to give each county the opportunity to reset the amount available in the grant and redistribute it to optimize its use before the obligation period closes on December 31st, 2024. Following that, I informed Canton, as I did Dedham. Notice will go out on those deadlines and respective policies sometime in January. Before that, we are currently positioning ourselves to learn more about the recent interim final rule from the Treasury relative to 3 additional purpose areas for expenditure. Mr. Galvin, Mr. Buckley, and I will be on a Zoom call this coming Monday, October 30th with CLA. They've taken the last couple of weeks to drill into this rather convoluted piece of additional legislation, or not legislation, interim final rule from the Treasury that expands spending in Title 10 projects, road surface transportation projects, and some other items. We'll learn more about what those purposes are and promptly get a memo out to the community so that they could possibly use them. So those are your updates on ARPA to date. Thank you.
Okay, ARPA warrants for approval.
We have none this week. There is one large one that is ready for my review. It's Town of Weymouth. And then right behind it, there are 3 others that are sitting at position number 2. Powers and Sullivan is reviewing those 3 grants right today. And those will be the last grants that Powers and Sullivan will work on. As you know, the commissioners approved Powers and Sullivan to be our auditor last week, and as we move to engage them, they have positioned themselves to resign from this role so that they don't have a technical independence concern. So once they complete these 3 grants, we'll have 4, possibly as early as next week. I have reached out to some firms that might be interested in taking on their role over the next several months as we, as I mentioned earlier, encounter the last year of obligation of grant funds. I'll report back to the commissioners on how that's trending, but that is the position we find ourselves in right now. But with the Weymouth grant in the queue, we have 3 others. You'll be easily approaching $95 million after those approvals.
How much is the Weymouth one for? Do you know?
Just over $1 million.
To what area is that?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
All right.
So that is your
That's
update.
good.
Terrific.
Good.
Okay, bid openings. We're a little bit late on that, especially 1:30. If Nancy's available, that'd be great.
Yeah,
She was just outside the
I
door.
just saw her outside the door.
That's all right. I'll go get her. Right back.
There she is, she's
Oh.
back.
I was coming to get you,
There
Nancy.
are. Great.
Is Bob Grenza from Cofile
You got to see.
Technologies.
Sure.
First bid I have is for re-indexing services for the Norfolk County Registry of Deeds for a period of 1 year with 2 one-year options to renew. This
There's a zip in the front there.
is there.
Yeah, right there, your hands on it.
My hands on it?
Yeah, see it?
Oh, right
On,
there, thanks.
There you go.
Easier.
Nothing's easy.
I need you on Christmas morning. Open all the presents.
Right.
Okay, they have bid. $2.34 per document. Based on estimates of 1.9 million documents, total bid will be $4,446,000. We've received just one bid for this. These will be sent to the registry to look over. 2 specs did go out.
You received one bid.
Mhm.
Don't we have to have two or something? like
No,
that?
it was advertised in all the appropriate places. And I did send 2 specs out, but we only received one.
Okay, great. Great. Good.
Okay, motion to take the bid under advisement.
Some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of?
I frequently do.
Read
Richard,
my
you
mind,
want-
it's scary.
Richard, do you want to make a motion to take the bid under advisement?
Oh, yeah, sure. I move we take that bid that we received for indexing under advisement, as we normally do.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous.
Next, I have golf cart concession for the Wallaston Recreational Facility for a period of 1 year. One bid was received from Country Club Enterprises. And they have bid first year 55% receipts to Wallaston Recreational Facility, 45% receipts to Country Club Enterprises. Any receipts over $160,000, 75% of the receipts will go to the golf course and 25 to Country Club Enterprises.
A motion to take the bid under advisement.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. Terrific. Next
There
up,
are present golf cart
What's the name
concessions.
of those people?
Country Club Enterprises.
So, sir, that's normal procedure. We take it under advisement, and then we will probably vote it the
Next
following
week, yeah.
week if you care to be here or no. That's how we normally do things.
Thank you.
But it will be voted within about a week or so.
Probably, yeah,
Maybe a week or two.
depending on Nancy's advice to us.
Right. All right, just so you'll know.
Okay, thank
I
you
like
very
your
much.
time, by the way.
Thank you.
Brings back summer. The lobster.
Okay, the next was item 13, contract awards.
Yes, there's a contract for approval for town bookbindery services for the binding, binders, repair and paper for record books and land court binders for a period of 1 year with 2 1-year options to renew for the Norfolk County Registry of Deeds. Again, this was advertised and 1 bid was received. It's not really a lot of people doing binding anymore.
Is this the same place we had before?
Yes,
Okay, that's and are you recommending that we move forward with this?
yes,
Okay, terrific.
We're voting on this right now, right?
yes.
Yeah, we had this a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes, it opened.
Oh, so, okay. I need the motion, so I'd have to get particulars.
Yes, a motion would be to award a contract for a period of 1 year with 2 1-year options to renew
Mhm.
to Town Bookbindery for binding, binders, repair, and paper for record books and land court binders.
Mr. Chairman, I move that motion. The sense of it is to award the bid to Town Bookbindery for binding, binders repair, and the period of the bid, the award of the motion is for a period of 1 year with 2 1-year options to renew, and for the amount stated. So moved.
The motion's been made. I'll second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous.
Want this signed today, right?
Yeah, yes,
White, yellow, both,
yes, both.
both, okay? You got it,
Thank you.
okay?
Okay, the next item is engineering department requests.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Commissioners, how are you today?
Terrific. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, so why don't you tell us all about the request proposals?
Sure. So this is just a tentative timeline I propose for the Page Street discontinuance in Stoughton. And it's basically I have to confirm, I sent the same list to Attorney Lopez to make sure that he can attend these hearings if you desire him to be there. And basically it's a tentative outline of when I'm going to submit different documents. And currently the petition is noted as received. And then the clock will start ticking once it's noted as filed. And then we'll set the hearing date. I'd like to set it for December 6th, and then I'll have postings done at the town clerks in both towns, Avon and Stoughton. The sheriff's department will serve the town clerks in both towns, Avon and Stoughton. The board of selectmen, the DPW director, the police chief, the fire chief, and the planning board will all be notified in Stoughton as well of the hearing date, and it'll be posted on our web page for the meeting for the December 6th if this moves ahead. So these are just a tentative outline. Later on in the process on November 8th, I would submit a formal request for you to set the hearing date of the 6th. And then tentatively, as things go along, if there's no objections, the hearing could be closed and we could move to have an adjudication meeting on December 20th. And then either moving into February 1st or March 1st, we'd have the due dates for the release grants, acceptances, and the returns. And then to have everything recorded in the registry. So I just wanted to run the tentative dates by you in the process that's going to happen.
Richard?
Yep, thank you. Patrick, through the chair, of course, Page Street discontinuance, is this one that's been sitting around for a while, or is this fairly new? This
So
one that we had,
So there's actually, you're correct, Commissioner. There's actually two that I've been processing in the office here. This is the older one. There was one triangular parcel that the town had discontinued, and they finally disposed of it June 30th of 2023. So then until that time, this past summer, they started working on it again once they hit, because there was a legal hang up between the town not in some of the releases and things. So it was easier now. One abutter owns all the properties, and it's just going to be a series of releases from one abutter, and the town is not. There was no more conflicts with legal releases and things like that with the town. So it's going to make the process go a lot easier, I believe. And the abutter is already working on some of the grants have include perpetual assignable utility easements and access easements. And the abutter is actually working on creating the access easement and building the gravel road right now. So it's almost done.
follow-up question. So this was initially and has been requested by the Stoughton board. The
Yes.
select board, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
And when it came in after they voted it at town meeting,
Right.
in your records, it's noted as received. And I'm been waiting until I had everything, all the ducks in a row to have it noted as filed and with the docket number. And then we have a clock that starts ticking, and then everything's going to move ahead from there as far as the hearings and everything.
Okay, thank you.
So Patrick, do you need to vote right now?
It's up to you. It is just if we could work it out and make sure, if you want to vote, it's fine. If you want to hold off and make sure Attorney Lopez is on board with these dates, we can do that as well. I had an issue with a computer, so I wasn't able to get the email to him until early this morning. So we could hold off if you want and discuss it at a later meeting.
All right, why don't we table it for a week?
Yep.
Richard, and then that way the chairman will be back then too, so he can check his schedule also.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds good. I'll
And-
move the table, any action on this until next week, but we thank you again for your reports. Well done.
Okay, so,
And Commissioners, not to interrupt, just to follow up, I'll be at a training next Wednesday. So
Okay.
it's tentative. The schedule's tentative, and as we move ahead, I will actually submit another series of formal requests to actually set the hearing date and time as part of the petition process. But I just wanted to make sure everybody's on board with it, and we can change the dates. Everything's flexible according to everybody's schedules. So thank you.
Okay, great. And item B was a vote to authorize the chairman.
Wait, I moved to table.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah,
We got vote.
yeah, okay. There's a motion to table. I'll second the motion to table.
We need a motion?
Sure.
Okay, all in favor to table?
Aye.
Um,
Aye.
Item A, yes, yes. Okay,
Yes,
so that's been tabled till at least next week.
right.
And then Patrick, there was item B.
Yes. So this is been working on obtaining a Mass DOT permit to work within the state highway layout of Granite Ave in Milton, which abuts the 1,600 feet of frontage approximately that the President's Golf Course has, and the sign that had I think it got damaged by a tree branch. It was in disarray, so the sign company's already removed the sign. The sign base, post, and foundation are still in there. It's been for a long time, long-standing in the Mass DOT right away. So we worked out a location with Director Kalmina on the new location that's on a county property on the edge of the fairway. And then we're moving now that we have the permit from Mass DOT to do the work. They're holding the permit. It's good for 3 months, and they're holding it until we obtain a permit from the town of Milton, and it has to go before the select board to review for the new location and the type and style of the sign that we propose to. We're going to relocate and replace the previous sign for the golf course along Granite Ave in Milton. So
You need a signature on this today, or can it wait till next week?
it can wait till next week. That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So Richard, do you want to make a vote to authorize the chairman?
I would move that we, Norfolk County Commissioners authorize Joseph Shea as chairman of the commission to sign the Town of Milton sign approval application for the Milton Select Board on behalf of the Norfolk County Commissioners as owners of President's Golf Course and Wallaston Recreational Facility, 357 West Squantum Street, Quincy, Mass. 02171, and further vote to authorize Patrick Higgins to act as the owner's representative and to sign the application as such.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, say yes.
Yes. Aye.
Yes. Okay, that's unanimous. Patrick, you did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners.
Great job, Pat. Good seeing you.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Okay, moving on to item 15, report of
So
the county.
we're not signing until next week, though, right?
Correct, yeah.
Actually, Joe's
Joe's gonna sign it.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right.
You authorized the
Okay.
chairman to sign.
Fine, sorry. Thank
Yeah.
you. You're right.
Okay, so item 15 is a report of the county director.
Thank you, Commissioner Collins. The commissioners may be aware that our facility director has been out on leave, and in his absence, John Bignoni and Tara DeFonso have been handling the duties of that department, the staff that report to it. Earlier this week, myself and Michelle Labadini had a meeting with both of them. First and foremost, to extend our deep thanks to each of them for their work over the last several weeks. The circumstances are likely to go on for a spell, and I wanted to let the commissioners know that Mr. Vignoni and Ms. DeFonso have our full support and assistance going forward should they need it. Neither have any scheduled vacation time, but yet over the next several weeks, time off may occur. In that case, we'll use county resources to assist Tara with bill payments and things of that nature. Both of them, I have to tell you, I have great admiration for, and I wanted to publicly thank them for the work they've been doing these last several weeks. It's been much appreciated. One announcement I'd like to make on behalf of our Human Resources Director, the Norfolk County Medicare Open Enrollment and Autumn Wellness Fair is being held Tuesday, November 14th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Registry of Deeds, 649 High Street in the lower level. A representative will be there from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts to answer questions about the upcoming Medicare enrollment period and your plan options. All are welcome to stop by and learn about your wellness benefits, grab some free giveaways, and enter some raffle prizes. And that again is Tuesday, November 14th from 1 to 4 o'clock. I received a response from the firm I'm working with on the electronic vehicle charging stations. He answered all my contractual issues, so I'm going to be looking to complete the application to the utility to look at programming the EV stations here at the behind the registry in Dedham for the first phase of this multi-phase approach. Let's see, and as I mentioned, the Powers and Sullivan Group are working on an engagement letter with them to start their work on behalf of the county as our auditor. We will promptly begin our FY22 and FY23 audits simultaneously. That's the strategy. So we're taking a different approach than we had before. We're going to try to collapse the effort of the auditor to deal with both of these years simultaneously to catch up and satisfy our bond rating agency's thirst for this information. We will likely have an entry meeting with Powers and Sullivan in the next week or two. We'll bring stakeholders from the departments that work most closely with us on these audits so they understand their roles and function. But again, our hope is that by spring, we will have caught up on our audits. There is a financial impact to this, as the commissioners may know. We budgeted a certain amount in fiscal year 24 for one audit. Because we're doing two, we may need to supplement our account in the coming months in the event that we have run short of available resources to pay for this dual audit approach in FY24. So I'll report back on that later. But I'm embracing the opportunity to tackle two at once and catch up. So that is all I have, Commissioner Collins, at this time.
Okay, great. Item 16, emergency items, topics that the chair did not reasonably anticipate would be discussed. Anything? Okay, I think we're good. Motion?
I did want to mention I had time to speak at length with Congressman Stephen Lynch and discuss, among other things, the ongoing APA program, which again, very helpful. It's been very, very productive. I feel he's very proud of Norfolk County in terms of what we're doing, and obviously very grateful for his representation. Didn't commit in terms of anything further because they got a lot going on with the speaker. You know, it's a situation, but at least for now, it was a good meeting, and that's a good sign for all of us. Keep it up.
That's
That was
terrific.
good.
He's a good ally for the
Yeah,
county.
he is. I'll move we adjourn at 2:05.
Motions are made to adjourn. I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Unanimous? Thank you, everyone, for another great Wednesday. Thank you.
Okay.